Hello, guys. Here we are. It's we've been here a week now, I guess, and we just wanted to make a little video about some Mexican, what should we call it, warm and fuzzies. A couple of really cool things that happened this week that we kind of want to tell you guys about. Do you want to start?
Yeah, so we went for a walk last week. Not remember, I can't remember. I think we were on Timon, which is kind of the main street into town, and this super cute little kid, little boy, is maybe 7 or 8 or 9, whatever. He runs up to me and he's got a little sucker, candy sucker, and he says to me, "Here, have this," in Spanish. So I grab it and
Watch your step.
"Oh, gracias," and I said, "Let me give you some pesos," and he just ran away. And
So
I'm like, "Oh my God, he gave me a sucker."
it's just such a cute little guy, and
Yeah,
he probably doesn't have too much, but he just wanted to give Gringo Frank a little lollipop to make his day.
it's Paco. Yeah,
Paco.
okay, Paco.
So it did totally make his day. He was quite happy
Yeah,
about
I was
that.
like, "Oh my God, I felt all warm and fuzzy," and I'm like, "I love this place." And then I got stung by this really nasty thing on my ear, and that kind of ruined it for me. But anyway,
It was all good.
that was
All
all good.
good. All good.
And
And
what else happened, honey?
that story that our new friend told us about.
Yeah, are you gonna tell it?
Oh, okay. I'll tell the story.
Yeah, you
So,
go.
uh, like I said before, we met so many people from Facebook and everything, and now we're starting to actually meet them in real life, which has been really cool. So we met a couple the other day, and we went out in
From Idaho.
Idaho and had some food and some drinks with them, and we rode our bikes down to a little restaurant not too far from us, and they had taken a cab, so they took a cab back, and it was, I don't know, it was just getting dark maybe when we all left. It was
Yeah,
around
it was dark.
6:30
Yeah.
or something, and so they get home and they're all relaxed for, like, I think a couple hours had gone by, and there was a ring on their doorbell, and they went downstairs, and it was their cabbie, and apparently our friend had left his wallet in the back seat of the car, and the guy returned it, and you know you know s- sought them out to make sure he got everything back and everything was in the wallet and everything. So that's a really cool story, and he offered him some money to,
He
like,
said he had about 1,000 pesos on him, which is about 70 or 80 bucks, and all his ID. So he said he
yeah.
would have been screwed. Go ahead, honey.
Yeah. So anyway, I thought that was such a nice, warm and fuzzy too. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. He tried to give him some money, and the cabbie went, "No way.
no.
Nope, I'm good."
And another kind of cool thing, like, I guess what we're trying to tell you guys is, like, we are so safe here. Everybody is awesome. Yesterday, Frank went snorkeling with a couple guys from here, and I was like, I ain't sitting around. So
Couple other 60-year-olds. We were the Tres Hombres
Trace Humphreys. So
snorkeling.
yeah, so they had a really good time snorkeling. So I hopped in a collectivo, and um, collectivo is like the little bus that takes you for 10 pesos, and you can go from this side, it goes all over, and then down to port side. So I went
And
down.
there's never hardly any gringos on it. So
Hmm. Yeah, so it was kind of neat, and I was
yeah,
like totally fine, totally safe, and it was 10 pesos, so I think that's, like, I don't know, 30 cents maybe. So it's a good way to travel around here, which is really nice. Yeah. Hola.
hola.
So anyway, yeah, and I went down port side and I met my friend June from Kitchener, and her and I had a drink, and then we went and did some Spanish lessons over at La Parita with. Um, so there was, a few other Canadians in there, and so it was a lot of fun. And ended up taking a cab back because it was getting a little bit darker, and I didn't want to wait around because Frank was home with the dogs, and we are gonna have supper.
I was doing my siesta. Paco
Siesta.
was having a siesta.
Paco and
But
his
normally, I mean, I always get a little bit scared if Christina's, she texted me and said, "Oh, I'm coming home." And 2 hours later, after my nap, I wake up and she's not home, and I'm like,
I did text and say I was taking
and
Spanish
yeah,
lesson.
yeah. And then I checked my messages, and she had texted, but
texted.
I wasn't really texted. It.
Yeah.
I wasn't too concerned because
No,
I knew
because
she was
well, we know
going
our
to be
way
all right.
around, and we know enough people that we can call or whatever.
It's a very small town. I mean,
We
we're
run
already
into
starting
people
to
all the
really get
time. Yeah.
we're already starting to really get to know the town. So
And yesterday, Frank was, were you out front of our place or something? And a guy on a motorcycle pulls up and he goes, "Hey, you remember me?" And it was our buddy from, we met at El Cid a couple years
Jorge,
ago, Jorge. So he was out, I don't know what he was doing, but anyway, he found you.
he was like 20. He's like 22, and it took me a minute to recognize him because
We always saw him with a mask
oh,
on.
he
Eh?
always had the mask on because he was a cook at El Cid, and yeah, here's this cute little guy, and I said to him, yeah, I'm gonna. Anyways, we've arranged. I'm gonna give him some guitar lessons. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's
that's
gonna be
super
fun.
fun. And then we did just get back from the pool and we met some really fun people from Canada. Some, uh,
Kincardine,
yeah, a couple lives just a couple hours from us in Kincardine, and another couple from BC, our new neighbors that just moved in across the street. And who else did we meet?
the young couple
Oh,
with children.
yeah, yeah. So there's a young family
Christina
around
met
here.
them the other day, but it was my first time.
Yeah, and they're from
Very nice.
Saskatchewan. Really nice people too. So it seems like there's more snowbirds starting to come in. Everybody's saying like the vibes changing a little bit in here. It's in the summer it was super hot, and you know,
Yeah, now that it's starting to snow a bit back home, yeah, people are people moved in across the street from us yesterday.
mhm.
I think that was the couple we were talking to
Yeah,
today. But
yep.
oh,
There
there's
goes
my hat.
Poncho's hat. Yeah. So anyway, that's about it. Anything else you want to add for this
Ah,
little
I just
walk?
want to toast everyone back home. We miss you guys. We love you. Have a great time. There goes my hat again. And yeah,
Oh, and we did get fiber optic internet this week, so that was nice too.
yeah.
Ta-da! And here we are back home after our little walk. So you guys take care, and we will see you next
See
time.
ya.
Cheers, big ears.
Cheers.